Welcome to the MLS Review Show. It was time for the final chapter of the regular season to be written. A year of heroes and villains, a season of drama and heartbreak, a campaign of grit and determination. It would all come to a climax on the final edition of the MLS Review Show. In a critical playoff battle, DC United and the Portland Timbers faced off on Wednesday. When Kenny Cooper scored in the first half, panic set in for the home side. Nothing short of a victory would do for United. After halftime, DC would pile on the pressure, leaving it to Dwayne De Rosario to tie the game in the 73rd minute with a stunning shot from a tough angle. The game would hit a frenzied pace with both sides out for 3 points. DC appeared to win it in the 90th minute, but the linesman correctly called the goal back for offside. Dayro would get behind once more in the dying moments, but would be denied by a sliding Eric Bruner. Both teams left it all on the field, but the game ended locked at 1 apiece. On Thursday, New York could capture the final playoff spot with a tie over the Philadelphia Union. Much had been said about Hans Backe's lineup decisions in the past, and the inclusion of Dane Richards over Juan Agudelo would also receive scrutiny this time. But the move paid off early as Richards got on the end of a cross and his header came back off the post, striking Farid Mondragon and bouncing in. The Red Bulls would continue to apply pressure, testing Philly but unable to double the advantage. In the second half, Luke Rogers missed a prime opportunity to put the game out of reach. The Red Bulls almost paid for their lack of finishing when Sebastian Letou put his free kick directly in the back of the net. But the assistant referee deemed there to be interference from an offside player and the goal would not stand. The New York defense would hold firm, coming away with the win and the final playoff spot. Coming up, Toronto hosts New England.
Hey, it's Charlie Davies with DC United, and you're listening to Extra Time Radio.
The Extra Time Radio podcast comes out every Monday and Thursday on iTunes and Buzzsprout. You can also listen to each episode at mlssoccer.com/extratime.
We're a soccer podcast.
And I have no friends.
I like to tie my shoes.
Well, we'll get back to some women's evening wear talk.
You guys are too old. It's only for 8-year-old boys.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, this is your tweet of the week.
Janino's not going to win a game for you.
They're a sign of the apocalypse.
That's why he's here.
Fans, we want to hear from you. You're encouraged to email extratime at mlssoccer.com or tweet at Extra Time Radio with any comments, questions, or reactions.
Welcome back. Colorado and Vancouver are out for one final win, but first, New England heads to BMO Field. The Revs were coming off a 3-0 home loss to Columbus. Looking to show Steve Nicol that they deserve their roster spots, the New England players would be out for one final win. After a tough regular season, Toronto qualified for the quarterfinals of the Champions League in impressive fashion with a 3-0 win over Dallas. The Reds would hope to take that momentum into their final game in front of the home crowd. Luke Weilman and Jason DeVos were at BMO Field for all the action.
MLS on TSN, and Toronto FC will kick off wearing all red, going right to left as you watch play here. Played back in towards Guy. Kosic has to make a very good save. He saw that one late. Back it comes to Benny Feilhaber. Over the top towards Caraglio. Ambitious from Caraglio. And the final will be at Galaxy's Home Depot Center in November, live here on TSN. Here's Koevermans chasing forward. Koevermans against Correa, gets it in. Soesma!
A great ball in behind from de Guzman for Koevermans to get onto. They only had one option, and that was Soesma, and Soesma does very well because he runs across the front of Darius Barnes, the defender, who gives up that precious near post space. Poor defending, but good attacking play from the two Dutchmen. Koevermans gets his head up, little side foot pass, and Soesma, what a great left-footed finish to slide that home.
Platter in confident mood after his double in midweek in Dallas. Kuvermans over the top towards Nick Sorsma. Sorsma saved by Shuttleworth as he was eyeing a second. Kuvermans over the bar.
Well, another good chance for Toronto FC. Kuverman's a great little ball over the top, and Soulsma takes it first time, saved by Shuttleworth. And the follow-up from Kuverman's, it just gets stuck underneath him a little bit.
Here is Feilhaber front post. Zerka's header! It is tied up.
Zerka makes a direct run. He's being picked up by Torsten Frings, and he runs past that near post, and he gets away from Frings. You just see it there. Julian de Guzman tries to get there. He tries to get into that near post space. It's so important in that area. It's a great ball from Feilhaber, no question.
Richard Eckersley still coming back from injury. He's not involved today as Frings slides in on Kevin Alston with a super challenge there. Navila almost loses out. In fact, he did turn it over. Now this is Feilhaber. Feilhaber's ball in, and easy at the back post for Caraglio to score.
You have a look here at Ty Hart in the middle of the park. He has no idea that Caraglio's there. Doesn't even look over his shoulder. When Feilhaber drives that ball across the 6-yard box, Caraglio's wide open. No one anywhere near him. And that should be bread and butter for a central defender.
And now Caraglio's shot saved there by Milos Kozic. Earlier, Claude Feig had been talking to Tom Anselmi and Earl Cochran from Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, saying the Rogers Centre very much in play as a venue for their Champions League game in March. Kosic with a great save there.
Falls back to Showery Joseph. He finds Alston on the overlap, who gets forward. Great little ball here into the path of number 19, Zerka.
Now Torsten Frings, Avila in space on the left. Lovely ball from Frings to find Eric Avila. Avila's cross in, Zavarisi's header, Kuvermans! It's tied with 8 minutes left to play, and Danny Kuvermans scores again for Toronto FC.
Good strikers finding positions in the box where the ball is going to fall, predicting where it's going to end up. It's exactly what Danny Kuvermans does here. He knows that the ball is covered in the near post area. Soulsma's there, he makes that run. Zavarisi's there, he comes into the box, but no one's filling that back post lane, and that's where Kuvermans goes, and it finds the back of the net.
And now Chris Tierney will just try and keep this one in play. He doesn't manage to do so. And as he kicks the ball away, that will be a yellow. And Tierney, I think, has already been booked. And it is a red card for a second yellow. The 4 minutes of stoppage time had elapsed. Tierney going into the book before in this game and gets sent off. As Dunfield plays the ball forward, the 4 minutes of stoppage time already played. And it is indeed the end of the season, one which saw Toronto FC miss the playoffs, but they qualified for the quarterfinals of the Champions League in midweek and follow it up with a Danny Kuvermans goal that seals the point today.
Colorado was out to secure the home field for their play-in game when they took on Vancouver. After getting knocked out of the CCL tournament this week, Gary Smith could focus his team with a singular purpose: back-to-back MLS Cups. Vancouver was ending the season as a unit. With little pressure for the final weeks, the team had coalesced into a dangerous side. Could the Whitecaps halt Colorado's postseason momentum? Mark Stout and Marcelo Balboa were at BC Place for the match.
Wallace's knee, he's out. Atiba Harris not going to be able to feature because of a knee, and one of the backup keepers, Silvestri, is out as well for the Whitecaps. Marshall, and there's Wynn. And this sits, and this is a great spot for Vancouver, and Pickens up to the task. Thornton plays Harvey, gets it back. Camilio can go to goal from here. With the left, now the right. Marshall got in the way, it came right back to him. Pickens able to knock it down in the 6. Kimura's pass let him down. Steele, Niasi, one-timer, Cannon saves it. Smith with a touch, trying to follow up.
All around, if you watch this play, this is what we talked about. Look how casual he is. Just so casual, he goes to it.
Little flick on. Camilio. Roche near the 18, the big left foot, cuts it back, and it was Jordan Harvey.
Great ball in.
I want to see where Harvey hits this from. He's calling for it.
Yeah, the problem is you can see he put it in the air. He put it in the air. If he rolls it on the ground, look at this. He just gets it up enough that Harvey can't get underneath and fulfill a dream. They're playing in MLS.
O'Shea with the left. Good ball comes through. And Pickens, I can't believe he let that get in.
And this is the reason. Look at this ball. If it gets deflected into him, he's waiting to see if it gets... You see the difference? He's waiting for somebody. He's got to wait to the last minute, and then he thinks it's going wide, it looks like. Because he puts his hands up like it's going wide. See?
Lorenowitz. And Lorenowitz scores!
There's a touch, the hit. Wow. That's poor goalkeeping right there.
That's 5-hole.
Yeah.
Niasi, nice little move. Foley. Kanji got in the mix again. Wells Thompson gonna hit it and score! Take a look.
Let's see, steps up. Looks like it, let's see.
Does it hit demerit?
Ooh, it does. Look at that ball spinning. Now you see the opposite spin. It's spinning downward. Yeah. The only reason I was saying you don't take that deflection because catching him off guard if he does happen to get a little concussion.
And the whistle blows. This one is in the books. Full time, 2-1 Colorado.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, can Sporting secure first in the East? Every week, MLSsoccer.com provides you the opportunity to select the Goal of the Week winner. You can choose between the 5 nominees directly on MLSsoccer.com on the AT&T Goal of the Week page. You can also send in your vote by texting the corresponding goal to code 22442. Winners are announced every Friday, so make sure you vote early and often, keeping in mind polls close at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on Thursdays. Winners so far include Juan Agudelo of the New York Red Bulls, Javier Martina from Toronto FC, and O'Brien White of the Seattle Sounders.